Brought you this one called Tangerine right there.
Oh, wow. It got a glass woo-wop on the backside?
Oh, yeah. Hold up.
Hey, wait a minute.
I forget. These are yours right here. I brought you these ones at Cypress Hill.
The Funky Phil ones?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Well, I got it.
You can roll them with blunts.
Well, if you're going to give me one, I got to play it.
All right.
Can I put fire on this?
You can do it. That's some tasty shit right there. Right?
My God. Tastes like a fruit. Yeah, but we on the GGN News Network. I'm your host with the most, Finding Nemo, aka Nemo Hose, and I'm chilling with the one and only Be Real from Cypress Hill, and we just inside the Smoker studio right now, doing what we do. So, man, what you been up to, man? Because you're looking good. You know, I'll be watching you on Instagram, you know, with your workout. You got your regimen on there, you know what I'm saying? What you been up to?
Man, you know, I've always worked out, you know, but I didn't work out like I'm working out like now, you know. Before it was just hitting the weights and doing that old, you know, bullshit like growing up. You see the homies doing.
The homies just lifting for the fuck of it.
And, you know, man, there was one year I was doing that workout, but I wasn't eating right. And then I got lazy a couple times, so I'd be missing a month here, a month there, and I ballooned out. You know, my natural weight is like at, you know, 220, 215, whatever. Actually, when I was 25, I was at 185, you know.
So you like, that's really your natural weight is 185 while you bullshitting. You just happen to stumble along some money.
Right.
And a whole lot of success.
And you know, Busta Rhymes came at me one time, man, because, you know, we go way back. We was on Lollapalooza, or not Lollapalooza, we was on the Smoking Grooves tour. And he hadn't seen me in a while, right? And he comes up to me and he says, "Yo, son, you been eating?" And he grabs my belly, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I have been eating.
So what you working on musically? You got any new projects coming out?
Yeah, we're gonna start working on the new Cypress shit pretty soon. You know, Muggs is gonna be at the helm of the production, and you know, we're gonna knock that out. This year is gonna be the 20th anniversary of our Black Sunday record. So we're gonna celebrate that. I'm also start working on a solo album, another one called I Am Dr. Green Thumb.
As you should.
You gotta get on that.
Come on, man, you ain't gotta ask me twice. That's an easy gimme, you know what I'm talking about? But you know what, ever since I've been in the rap game, you always been good to me. You always, you know what I'm saying, it's always been a love thing. Every time we see each other, we greet each other with the best of the best herb. And I always wanted to try to figure out how could we have some sort of weed Olympics.
We should, and we should be on the board of it. There should be like 4 or 5 of us on the board.
True.
Because look, if we get in it, nobody's gonna beat us.
No, we're gonna win.
You know,
we Hall of Famers. We should be Mount Rushmore. Our heads should be planted with bud leaves behind us.
Yeah.
Me,
right.
Be Real.
Like carve it out of hash.
Red Man and Method Man.
Yeah.
That's it.
For real. I mean,
exactly.
If you talk about the 4 fathers,
thank you.
That's 4.
Wow.
And you know what I'm saying? You put the 4 of us
carve
up.
it out of hash?
Shh, come on.
Wow.
If we gonna do it, we could do it right.
Who gonna step up to the plate and donate that block? We need that block.
we need all motherfuckers around the world for that one.
Wow, that's block 8. I mean, Cannabis Cup, we need to get that about you.
It's like this, we got a lot of tolerance. And you know, I think you and I have an advantage over a lot of folks because we come from Southern Cali, which grows the best in the world. And that's hands down. I mean, people argue that Denver, people argue that Canada, and sometimes even Amsterdam, and they know it ain't even
they
like
overrated.
that.
Let's tell the truth about Amsterdam. Let's keep it 100. You motherfuckers is overrated. The only shit y'all got that's good is LA Confidential and it ain't Kush, and that get that diesel bullshit out of here. Y'all got a lot of bullshit out there.
True that. You know, they'll even admit it though. He's right. They'll even admit it these days. They'll tell you, you know, California has surpassed everyone in the art of growing this particular strain. And this particular strain, which is OG Kush, is the most sought out strain. Yes. You know what I'm saying? There's other strains out there. There's, you know, the Headband, the Diesel, and now this 24 karat tangerine
Now,
where
you see, I've yet to pass it
in-
back with over the last
well,
three or four questions.
I got another one for us. It's all good. I made sure to double
This
up.
shit kind of hard to pass. I'm sorry,
You
B. Well,
know?
you got a magnet connected to this motherfucker, man.
Man, you know, it's the magic. People ask me who's the craziest motherfucker you smoke with all the time, right? And there's two people for me that I say, you know, because I never thought I'd be in a circle with them, you know, and passing them the joint. But Bruce Willis was one.
Wow,
And Oliver Stone was another,
that's huge.
right? Bruce Willis in this club above the Troubadour. He was with Mark Wahlberg, George Clooney. Wahlberg came and asked me, hey, my friend wants to hit your joint, is that cool? And I knew him, so I was like, oh, hell yeah, whatever. And his friend was fucking Bruce Willis.
Die hard, yippee-ki-yay, you
Yippee-ki-yay. And the Oliver Stone, that was in the Damian Marley session, he wanted me to translate these lyrics in Spanish for him, right? So I went to do that, and I seen this old dude in the corner just laughing, giggling, you know, hitting his joint. And I'm like, who is this old motherfucker? Right? I looked back again, I said, oh shit, that's Oliver Stone. So I rolled a big fat Kush joint up, because I know none of them had it right at that time. Gave it to him, he lost his keys, man. He couldn't find his keys for an hour in Damien's. Out of here.
You fucked old big old Stone up, huh?
Fucked him up.
It's gonna be raining Philly cheesesteaks in Philly. I'm not. Like that. Yeah, and then everyone's gonna like break out because all the oil and stuff is like smacking them in the face, you know. All bad.
She stay chasing ballers. Cold shoulder if you broke. But if you make a pussy payment, you can be the next Joe. Niggas steady laughing.
You know, we got Be Real TV jumping off. It's a live format. You know, we've been doing live streams over there. We got to get you down there.
I'm coming.
Too.
But I seen you DJing on
Yeah.
live streaming too once upon a time. Is that what your show is?
Well, yeah, it's music based. What I tried to do was bring like a different format than what radio's doing or what a video show would do. You know, we're trying to create it like a mixed show, but also throw videos in there, throw current content like, you know, what's going on, you know, period.
Hip,
Yeah, and just making it fun. And trying to give another look to artists that the radio ain't giving a look to, because, you know, they're stingy with the looks over there on radio, you know what I'm saying? And we blaze, you know, just like we was doing right
I
here.
figured you would.
You know.
I mean, I wouldn't expect nothing. I wouldn't expect you to tell me, hey, you know you can't smoke on my show.
No, you can't smoke, Snoop.
Like, well, how you think I'm coming over? I'm not coming to fuck with you or your show, man. I told Larry King, look, Larry, check this out. I love you. You ain't on CNN no more. But if I come fuck with you, I'm smoking. And he was like, do what you want to do. I said, you goddamn right.
That was G. That was G shit right there.
You got to demand
I mean,
what you want.
hey, nobody ever did that with Larry King.
Then
son.
I brought him on here, on my show.
I seen that. That was cold. Did he smoke with you?
No, I gave him one for the road, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He didn't smoke on camera,
Yeah,
right?
but he asked for a couple for the road. I gave him a box of them fangs that killed John Wayne.
Yeah, well, my voice, you know, before we got signed to Sony, when we were just doing the demos, I was rapping in this voice, man. And in spite of the lyrics being what they were, you know, Muggs didn't like that shit.
Oh, so that's another Muggs moment, huh?
Word.
Like,
So-
nigga, you got to get your voice together, man.
He was like, hey, man, you better come up with something, or you gonna write raps for Sen Dog.
He said that?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. He put the hard ball down like that?
Oh, man, yeah, I was like, all right, you got it. And I was fucking with this song, Real Estate, with Sen Dog's brother, Mellow Man.
Mellow Man Ace.
You know, we were fucking around, throwing our voices, you know, doing different shit. Because there was this rapper on the Wild Style record named Ramel Z. Old school, old school. And there was a point in the record where he's rapping in his regular voice, and then he throws to a different voice that's slightly higher pitched. So we were fucking around imitating him. And I didn't think they would like it. I thought him and Sen Dog wasn't gonna like it, because I was the youngest in the group. I was like, all right, let's see what happens. So I came with this voice, and he liked it. He was like, hey man, try that shit on this Killer Man beat over here, the Killer Man shit. And boom, the Killer Man thing kind of like is what set it off.
Real
then
song.
Sendog created the what we call the Psycho Beta voice, the
other shit to complement that.
Yeah.
So now y'all had two voices that was
right. And that's how that shit came out. It took me forever to get used to liking that voice, you know what I'm saying? Because doing those two songs, I was cool. You know, I was like, yeah, that sounds kind of.
But I'm finna go back to my other shit.
I'm like, well, I didn't know what I was gonna do because I know they didn't like it, but it took me a minute to master it, to do it in the studio, and to do it live. That was the hardest shit to learn because if you ain't breathing right,
it ain't gonna come out right.
it ain't gonna come out right, and then you're gonna over project because you're compensating for not breathing right, so you're trying to push it through your vocal cords harder, and then you get hoarse. And then at that time, I was smoking blunts and drinking Jack Daniels and going crazy.
Bodyguard.
My hair was out to here, you know what I'm saying? I was going nuts. Yeah, the Juice movie is what put Killer Man over the top because Funky Phil one was out for a while, and it got a little bit of love, but it was kind of stagnant, you know. It plateaued early. It didn't do much. And then all of a sudden the Juice soundtrack, you know, that opportunity came to us. That particular scene was the big scene in the movie, and it, you know, propelled that song.
I know that director, Ernest Dickerson.
Yeah.
He did my first movie, Bones.
Thank you, Ernest Dickerson. Thank you, Hank and Chuck D, for that look, because that shit blew the fucking song up. And Sony, at the time, we were on tour with Naughty by Nature. They had OPP out, #1 song, and we were opening for them. Sony snatched us off the road because we were on the East Coast. They brought us back to film Killer Man and Hand on the Pump in New York. So that's why a lot of people thought we were from the East Coast when we first came
Because y'all
out.
videos was getting that East Coast look.
Yeah.
That was strategic. That was some great shit because we knew y'all was from the West by the lingo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The lingo was the giveaway.
We like, them ain't no Puerto Ricans. Them ain't no motherfucking Puerto Ricans right there. Fuck what y'all talking about. And this is the part of the show called Finish the Sentence. I'm gonna start it, you finish it.
All right.
I hate it when people,
You hate it? I hate it when people say, I hate to do this to you, but.
that sound like the police. That sound like the police telling me he finna take me to jail
You know?
when all he had to do was give me a motherfucking ticket.
Yeah.
I don't wanna hear that shit either.
I don't want to hear that shit.
If I could work with anybody, I would work with.
Snoop Dogg,
There it is there.
for real.
If I could smoke with anybody, I would smoke with.
Bob Marley.
Good shit. If I could see anybody perform live, I'd want to see.
Michael Jackson.
I look for blank in a woman.
Strength.
If I wasn't rapping, I'd be. Yeah. I'm with you.
If I wasn't rapping, I'd be, God damn, that's a hard one, man. I don't know. I'd be a writer for the LA Times.
You crazy the motherfucker for that answer right there. Okay, who are some of your influences?
Some of my influences in hip hop were Public Enemy, the Beastie Boys, KRS-One, Rakim, and in like the rock shit, like Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin, Doors, Jimi
Ozzy
Hendrix.
Osbourne?
Oh yeah.
Hey, what you say?
He was crazy, man.
Crazy as a motherfucker. That nigga bit a bat head off, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he bit a bat head off. Somebody, you know, because the story goes is that one show, he brought a rubber bat and he bit the head off of the rubber bat and spit it out. So people thought it was a real bat. So the next show that they do, some different city, somebody fucking brings a real bat, throws it on the fucking stage. He thinks it's a fucking prop. Oh, wow. So he takes the bat head, yanks it the fuck off, and realizes it's a real fucking bat head.
Because blood squirting every
You know,
fucking where.
And then that made the fucking press. That
And he
shit
became the shit after that. This
Oh,
nigga.
yeah.
I fucking bit the fucking bat head off. I fucking didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I just fucking bit the fucking bat head. They threw it on the stage and I fucking bit it off. Church, preach, tabernacle.